from University of Florida. Today I will present how to prepare samples with 3-in-1 method. The 3-in-1 can extract metabolites, protein, and lipids from one sample at the same time. Okay, let's start. Prepare glass tube after pyrolysis in hot oven overnight and glass pipettes for chloroform. Extract solution contain methanol, molecular water, and chloroform. Used 0.01% BHT as an antioxidant. About internal standards, we use BSA for protein, lidocaine and camphosulfonic acid for metabolites. About lipids, we use the phosphatidylacetolamide and diacylglycerol as a standard. And finally, we will collect metabolite sample in a plastic tube and collect lipids in glass tube, and protein sample will be stay in extracting tube. First, we preheat methanol with BHT in water bath to 75 degrees. And today we use tomato guard cell sample as an example. It will be same as another sample for plant tissue. After heat, we immerse the sample quickly with 3 ml methanol. The boiling methanol will inhibit enzyme activity. And quickly add the internal standard we mixed before. And incubated in 75 degrees for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes incubated, add 2 ml water into the sample. And 6 ml chloroform with glass pipettes. And after add the chloroform, the methanol, water, and chloroform will stay in 3 layers to separate metabolites, proteins, and lipids. And that is adapted biphasic fractionation method. And we will shake tube for 1 hour in 4 degrees. And please do not let solution touch the cap. And adjust the speed, make the sample for the extraction. After 1 hour shaking, we will transfer all liquids to the another tube. And this tube can feed the centrifugation for separating samples later. And now we can see the layers from top to bottom are methanol, water, and chloroform. We transfer the liquid from top to bottom, and there we need to pay attention to absorb liquid without samples. And using thinner glass pipette can help us absorb better. We will try our best to transfer all liquid to the another tube, but it doesn't matter if we not transfer completely in this step, because we have to repeat this extraction procedure 1 or 2 times later.
Hey, Dr. Shen, the video dropped out.
Repeat extraction procedure with 2 ml extraction solution. Keep cold on the S. And then repeat extraction procedure with 2 ml extraction solution. This step will improve collection of all 3 components, and we always repeat twice on each sample. Like last step, we shake the tube for 30 minutes at 4 degrees. And after 30 minutes, we transfer all liquid to the same tube last step. We should try to transfer all liquid absorb the hair content we get. Now we got our omics samples in the tube. For separating samples, we do the centrifugation at 10,000 RPM for 10 minutes at 4 degrees. After 10 minutes centrifugation, we can see the upper phase are metabolized in methanol, and the medium are proteins, and the bottom are lipids in chloroform. Metabolite phase will be collected and transferred to plastic centrifuge tubes, and protein phase with water will be left in a glass tube. And for lipid phase will be removed and transferred to glass tube. During this separation process, it doesn't matter to leave some upper methanol phase or bottom chloroform phase in the tube, because we chose acetone to participate proteins, and all of this will be removed. In addition, it can also make sure the efficiency of protein extraction, because the protein will be in the middle layer. Excessive absorption may lose proteins carelessly. This is protein with water. Lower down the blower into our sample tube. Protein extraction in the tube. Because we chose acetone to participate proteins, and all of this will be removed. In addition, it can also make sure the efficiency of protein extraction, because the protein will be in the middle layer. Excessive absorption may lose proteins carelessly. This is protein with water. And this is lipids in chloroform. And this is metabolized in methanol. Now, the three omics samples are separated. Proteins will be precipitated by 80% acetone and digested with trypsin for LCMS analysis. For metabolites, will be levelized to dryinized in speedwike. And then solubilized with 0.1% Fa for LCMS analysis. And for lipids, will be evaporated by nitrogen gas. Turn on the nitrogen gas and keep the pressure around 10. Then put our liquid glass tube into the bigger tube, which can be set in the machine. Lower down the blower into our sample tube. Make sure the needle just touches our glass tube and not chloroform. Keep samples and the nitrogen gas for a couple of hours until them evaporate completely. Finally, we solubilize lipid extract in 1 ml isopropionol for LCMS analysis. Our results will show in publication. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yangyang. Actually, Yangyang is here, and there are questions in the chat, so you want to go through them?
Okay.
Yeah, first one is whether 1 millimolar BHT is applied to all your methanol solution.
Yeah, we add BHD at an antioxidant.
So you added it to all the methanol solution, methanol.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And let me go through it and say. Also, how much root is needed? So we work with roots before, and yeah, rule of thumb is if you can have 5 milligram dry weight, about maybe 50 milligram fresh weight, that should be enough for, you know, either targeted or on target. So that's a rule of thumb, and then you can figure out. And the video has been recorded, and yeah, you will definitely have the access to this video later on. Okay. Yeah, BHT is an antioxidant, so we want to prevent any artificial oxidation after the metabolites to be extracted. So then, Yangyang, the next question is, what's the weight of your starting material? Oh, you already replied.
Yeah, I already replied in the chat.
Okay. And there's another question. Do you expel a little air from pipette after passing the protein layer when collecting the chloroform?
No, we don't need that. But in now a big problem that we at the last step, we separate the metabolites protein and lipids, we can leave some methanol or chloroform in the protein layers, because we use the acetone after that to precipitate the protein. It will all be removed.
Yeah, I think Dave mean when you go through the layer, you know, whether you expel a little air so you don't get like a protein into your lipid fraction. So do you do that, or you just push it down along the side of the tube?
Yeah, just push down the pipette.
Along the side of the tube.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, as Dr. Basso probably mentioned, in both methanol layer and chloroform layer, you are going to have some proteins in there. For example, those lipoproteins you may find actually in the chloroform fraction. So I think the key is to be consistent in what you're doing. Yeah. Well, thank you, Yangyang. Thank you so much. Really nice. And after metabolite sample extraction preparation, we then will move on to untargeted metabolomics. So Nailad